Hello, people! This is your host and host, Kranti, once again back with another new What If, and this is. What if? Oh boy, aka Izuku Midoriya, the one and only Deku, was a dragon. Part 2. So in the last What If, this is part 2 by the way, because part 1 is already out. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out, people. And in the last part, essentially, All Might met the lazy Belladura Tempus Isekai Deku in the when the sludge villain attacked him, and Deku and All Might is like, well kid, I'll be seeing you in UA High, and Deku is like, oh okay, yeah, let's see. So Bakugo never gets attacked by the sludge villain, and All Might never gets to see the heroics of Deku. I mean, granted, Beldora is kind of like a giant otaku in this timeline, but still, he still has a heart of a hero. I mean, come on, why not? Because it's Deku. Deku is the main character. He's the MC, so we're not gonna give our MC some kind of BS power. We're gonna make him likable. We're gonna make those likable MC after all. So, after all that, Deku, is gonna go because entrance exam, because Bakugo literally bribed him with mafu tofu, and now he's like, okay, I'm just gonna go there. And before the exam starts, Bakugo takes him to a very good sorry about that, very good kimchi restaurant. I think he's close to kimchi, barbecue kimchi restaurant. And Bakugo says, you have to let's see who gets the best point. If you get more than me in the exam, I will take you to the Ichiraku ramen place. And Deku is like, Ichiraku ramen place? Is it not from Naruto? Yeah, because there's a Ichiraku ramen place in Tokyo, which creates ramen from Ichiraku ramen from Naruto manga. And Deku is like, whoa, you have my attention, I'm gonna go all out. And he's like, I'm gonna go all out, and he transforms what Beldora does, the fight with Milim, and he's going all out, going Super Saiyan aura. Deku is like, whoa, because Bakugo still in this timeline, Bakugo is not a jerk. He's a very supportive fan and friend, and he knows the fact that Deku is the strongest hero there is. So he wants to surpass Deku, knowing the fact that he's the strongest hero. In this timeline, Bakugo doesn't want to surpass All Might, because he knows that Deku, if he is serious, he can clap All Might in seconds, in just few seconds. So in this line, so Bakugo and Deku, since they have different zones to take their practical exam, and the written exam. In the written exam, Deku doesn't do well. I mean, he barely passes because he's lazy, he's otaku. I mean, he's not a nerd like a original timeline Deku. He's not a nerd. So he's gonna be he's gonna do he's gonna barely pass. So after that, because he's enticed by the fact that if he gets more point than Bakugo is gonna treat him with Ichiraku ramen. So he's like, oh crap, I gotta have to have Ichiraku ramen. So Deku, after doing the written portion, they goes to the practical portion, and President Mike says, okay, people, let's go to the practical portion of this exam. Yeah. We're gonna start our exam. Recently, there's some robots. You gotta have to destroy them and rack up as much as point you can. And, okay, by the way, my solid vocal skills. If you fancy my solid vocal skills, you can check my music in my channel little bit of shameless self-promotion there. So sorry about that. Moving on. Ida, being Ida, is like, but dear sir, what about the ginormous robot without any points? And President Mike is like, well, the kid with the 4 eyes, let me tell you this. This is just an obstacle. You can fight through it or you can go around it. It's up to you. Yeah, so after that, Deku, sorry for the annoying, because I mean, if you've seen the anime, you know President Mike is the kind of person who will do such stuff like that. So okay, so sorry about that. After that, everybody goes there. Deku doesn't fall. He doesn't give a shit. Even if he falls, he's just gonna like eat bunch of chips and like he's gonna read like One Piece as he was going to the entrance exam. And it's like, let's begin, and everybody's like running, and Deku's like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna rest for a few minutes, okay. And he sleeps and reads manga and drinks some tea and eats chips, and is like, I want some ramen. And when he like thought to himself that he wants some ramen, and he flashbacks and he sees the fact that Deku-chan or Midoriya-chan, because Bakugo is gonna be like, Deku-sama, I'm gonna treat you with Ichiraku ramen if you get more points than me, because I'm gonna go all out. It's like, oh, he's gonna give me ramen. Okay, I might as well go all out. So he gets up, he uses float, and he floats, and he creates like, okay, let's do something. And he just creates like, spams the shit out of Hadouken, and he destroys like bunch of robots, like 10 robots in 5 seconds. People are like, what the hell? Why is this guy like floating on the top, and like with dragon wings coming out of his back, and literally like bombarding with energy blast and destroying robots? And he just like spams the shit out of Hadouken, and he's just destroying robots left and right, and people are like, what the hell? And at that time, the 0-point robot comes, and it's like trapping bunch of people, and Uraraka gets trapped, and it's like, save me, someone. And Deku is like, because Beldora is still heroic, and it's like, okay, gotta have to save the kid. And he doesn't think about like the whole like Bakugo Ichiraku ramen, the contest that Bakugo is gonna give him. That he doesn't give a shit about that anymore. He just goes to the robot, and he just like he goes to supersonic speed, like it's like supersonic speed, and he's going there, and he creates like Dragon Punch, and he just like literally like punch through the robot's head. And if you know what move that is and who uses that move, give a pat on yourself, give a pat on your back, okay? You're a true otaku, okay? It's a Dragon Punch, and after that the robot is destroyed, and after that he like gets a hold of like Uraraka, and he flies down, and is like, oh, Yone-sama, are you hurt? It's like, no, I'm not hurt at all. Thank you for saving me. And he's like, all in a day's work for a hero. And he's like, ching, he's like smiling, and is like, do you mind getting off my hand? I have to get more points, because if I get more points, I'm gonna eat Ichiraku ramen. And Uraraka's like, oh, thank you, arigato, thank you for saving me. And she's like bowing down, and he's like, oh, it's okay. And he gives like a thumbs up, and after that he flies up and spams the shit out of Hadouken again, like Hadouken. And after that is like seeing that the time is coming to a really close, like the time is like, it's near the time up, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna have to like rack as much as point I can. So he uses a skill called lock on, and he pretty much locks on to all the robots that's left in that zone and arena, and he creates like massive meteor shower, and he literally creates like massive like showers of like energy, like not just energy, it's kind of like not massive meteor shower, it's sorry, my bad, it's gonna be like massive lightning strike, and literally there's like lightning strike, like every robot that is locked on is like bombarded with lightning strike, and all of them are like fried, like dead on the spot. He just gets like 100 points in 2 seconds with that attack. Like, he just locks on and he uses like a lightning strike and like massive lightning strike, and he just destroys, he just demolish, and everybody's mouth just drops like Usopp's, because Usopp has the best mouth drop, if you don't know what I mean. And everybody's mouth just drops, and everybody's like, oh, Nani, what just happened? And Deku's like, oh, so it's over, yeah. Bakugo, can't wait for the Ichiraku ramen. And he just like gets another manga from his like school bag, because he's still wearing a school bag behind like a backpack, and he just gets another manga and he's reading like Mob Psycho 100. Yeah, I bet you didn't see that coming. Yeah, he uses Mob Psycho 100 and he's like, oh, if only I had telekinetic power, and he tries to like use his telekinetic power like with his like mind. He puts 2 fingers on his head and is like, and he can't use any telekinetic power, and he's like, I don't have telekinetic power, if only I had that. And this is like the entrance exam is done, and after a few days Deku gets the result, and he gets like over 300 points, which is like not possible. It just literally like breaks everyone's record. Even All Might is like, kid, you not only just broke my record, you just got like 3 times more points than me. We are happy to welcome you on UA High. Welcome to UA High family. And Deku's like, so I got the number 1 score. Ichiraku ramen, here I come. and the like hologram literally like destroys and like explodes on his face, and Deku's like, oh, my face is dirty. Oh well, I'm just gonna wash it off. And he's like, after that I'm gonna take a nap. And he takes a nap, and after that he says, Bakugo, what place did you get? And Bakugo says, well, I got the 2nd place. And Deku says, well, you know who got the 1st place. Let's go to Ichiraku ramen. And Bakugo is like, sure, Deku-sama, sure we will. Let's go to Ichiraku ramen the next Sunday. And Deku is like, okay, I have to take more nap, okay? And Bakugo is like, no, you can't take nap. We're gonna have to spar, because I need to train. And Deku is like, oh well, why, man? Why do you push yourself so much? Why do you work hard so much? Just read some manga or play games with me. Be a kid, will ya? And Bakugo is like, no, I have to surpass you. And Deku is like, fine, I will let you win sometimes. And then Bakugo is like, no, I want a real battle with you. If you can beat me, I'm gonna give you 1 double cheese bacon hamburger. And it's like, whoa, double cheese bacon hamburger, sign me up. Let's go and fight. Bakugo, and they just spar, and Bakugo yet again loses because it's Beldora. Come on, you can't win against a calamity class dragon. Like Beldora, it's a force of nature, literal embodiment of storm, lightning, and destruction and death. So he just like claps Bakugo in like 10 seconds, and Deku is like, oh, you lasted more than 5 seconds with me. 10 seconds, you're improving a lot. Bakugo is like, still not enough. Still, I haven't made you use your 2 hands. You just used your 1 hand, and that's only your left hand. Ugh, why are you so freakishly strong? And Deku says, because I'm a storm dragon. That's why. You know, I told you several times, I'm a storm dragon. I just got reincarnated as a human. I have the whole power of the storm dragon. And plus, I get all of my power from reading manga and watching anime. You should go read manga and watch anime. Deku is like, let's go to the KFC. Not KFC. Let's go to Wendy's and we're gonna get double bacon cheeseburger. And Deku is like, okay, sure. But what about some milkshake? And Deku is like, and Bakugo is like, I said only cheeseburger, not milkshake. And Deku is like, since you lasted more than 5 seconds, I'm gonna give you milkshake. You deserve it, kid. And Bakugo is like, but we're the same age. Well, I was 300 or I was like 700-year-old in my previous life, so it's still a kid to me. But before that, I'm gonna take a nap and read some manga. And Bakugo is like, you're such an infuriating character. Why are you so freakishly strong and yet so lazy? I don't understand. And Deku is like, I'm just not just reading like manga. I'm getting fighting techniques and extreme battle strategy. You should try reading some manga. Yeah, Beldora is the otaku who just like advertises reading manga and watching anime to everyone, to their friends, because I'm that guy in my friend group. You guys should watch anime. You guys should watch Death Note. It's super awesome. Or Attack on Titan. It's super awesome. Or Demon Slayer. It's super awesome. Yeah, I'm that guy. So Beldora is like that. Yeah, so we're gonna like end off in here. This is part 2 of What If Deku Was a Dragon. But before I go, the sponsor of this video is myself, because I don't have any sponsor. If you like this video, comment, share, and like. And if you like my content in general, please subscribe and stay tuned with Kranti. And please check out my other content, like I make trap, hip-hop music, and sometimes even metal and rock music and R&B music too. Some nice cool instrumentals, you might like them, who knows, and piano stuff too. And I make other what ifs, you can check them out too. So this is your host and those, Kranti, once again saying ta-ta, bye-bye, and signing off. And remember, sharing is caring, subscribing means you just love